Hi, it's Steve from ZX Stamps and Collectibles. Recently we purchased a stamp collection from a lifelong collector in McGregor, Texas. His collection included a complete run of three-dimensional stamps from Bhutan, the Trucial States, Yemen, and a few other places. The collection filled 5 albums. The first video features stamps from the Himalayan kingdom of Bhutan. Bhutan issued its first postage stamps in 1962 and opened its first post office in a border town on the border with India that went by the name of Funchal. I guess it still does, and I'm sure I slaughtered that pronunciation. But when the World Bank turned the kingdom down for a much-needed development loan, the royal family worked together with an American entrepreneur from Pittsburgh by the name of Bert Todd to issue some unusual postage stamps that could not only be used for the mail, but also to raise world awareness of the country while bringing in some much needed revenue. They printed stamps on silk and metal and even made the world's first talking stamps, teeny vinyl records with recordings of the national anthem. But the most numerous novelty type stamps produced were the three-dimensional stamps. These stamps were produced by using a special photographic process and by adding bonded plastic overlay to the stamp that gave it depth. When you turn the stamp from side to side, the image seems to rise from the surface. Without further ado, I would like to just document this collection and let y'all see it for yourself. I think it's really neat, and it'd be a shame to not show what's in it. This first set, of course, is Space from Bhutan. Souvenir sheets. And I'm not going to say a lot as I flip through. Except to read the country name. Now these are Bhutan butterflies and flowers. The next set is Bhutan fish. Scott actually didn't list these issues for quite some time, and then they added them in later. So you'll see a lot of numbers that end with alphanumeric, alphabet characters in capital letters. This next set is Bhutan insects. Then we have birds from Bhutan. Bhutan's in the Himalayas. I'm sure they've never seen a penguin there, but there's one on their stamp. Some more space issues. Of course, everybody was really impressed with the U.S. achievement of landing on the moon, and they found out that stamp collectors really enjoyed collecting those stamps, so we see a lot of space issues. This one was Apollo 11. Next is Bhutan art. So we have classical artwork. So we have Napoleon, Queen Elizabeth, some others. Classic art. Another space set. Then the famous animal issue that many of us may have seen come to us is approval packets from Jamestown or one of the other approval companies. I had several of these, and of course we have the abominable snowman and the tiger. Loved these when I was a kid. I mean, just adored these stamps. Rhinos and pandas. And yet another space issue from Bhutan. You know, really quite attractive. That one's a little out of place. Let's see if we can fix it without. Well, this will be a good chance to kind of show how these really look. It's kind of hard to make out, but you know, if you kind of turn them from side to side, you can see how there's a little depth. Let's get it back in there. I'm not really supposed to be touching these with my fingers, but I did. Sue me. And of course, the antique automobiles. And that's it for part one. This came in 4 or 5 albums, so I will be showing you others in future clips. Thanks.